Welcome to the Intuitive Hour with psychic medium, author, and intuitive life coach, Michelle Beltran. The Intuitive Hour will empower you to learn how to magnify your intuitive voice. Listen in and expand your understanding of what it means to be psychic and how to awaken, amplify, and trust your inner voice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome back to the Intuitive Hour. All right, I'm just realizing as I'm coming to you today with this new episode on the pineal gland that today is the sturgeon moon. I hope you get a chance to enjoy that this week. I've also written an informative blog post about this topic. The sturgeon moon or the red moon is an event that has a lot of history and relevance behind it. So be sure to check out my blog on the benefits and the power of the sturgeon moon, its meaning, and what it can do for you. And as you're perusing that wonderful read on the sturgeon moon, you'll notice that we have a new website. It has been launched officially this morning, and I'm so excited for this new development. I hope you'll take some time to head on over to the new site. 8 months into a truly exceptional year for RWM LLC, I am so over the moon to bring you this new website. I know that as followers and listeners, you depend on the best and most up-to-date service and experience, and this website has been designed with you in mind. It's my commitment to give you the best experience, and we've created a website that's easy for you to navigate. We've got some additional resources, improved tools, a new visual design, and an entire new rebranding. With this launch comes many new exciting courses, psychic and intuitive development learning for you. Please be on the lookout for the new business development program we're working on, as well as a life coaching program, all ahead through our new course portal. Again, I invite you to step on over to michellebeltran.com and have a look-see. I absolutely invite your feedback, comments, and questions. Please email those. Feel free to email those or give us a call at 800-607-1770. All right, everyone, now for our episode of the day, effective ways to heal and decalcify the pineal gland and open your third eye. I've actually been wanting to write about this topic for quite some time. It's an important one, the pineal gland. It's directly connected and linked to our psychic development. This, albeit small and cone-shaped little organ located right in the center of our brain, is responsible for producing some important hormones in our body, regulating our sleep. But it's also involved in other aspects of your life, including your spiritual growth and your psychic development. The pineal gland is very often referred to as the third eye. This is because it's responsible for your body's circadian rhythms. It helps you wake in the morning and feel sleepy at night. But it also plays a role in your psychic development. This is because the pineal gland produces serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that's involved in psychic abilities. So, we most definitely want to consider the care and nurturing of the pineal gland as we develop psychically. Interestingly, the pineal gland is the only organ in the brain that is not dualistic. That is, it's not divided into left and right hemispheres like the rest of the brain. This very unique feature makes the pineal gland a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. In fact, the ancients believed that the pineal gland was the seat of the soul. This belief is based on the fact that the pineal gland is uniquely situated in the center of the brain, as I mentioned, and in many cultures, the soul is seen as a transcendent entity that exists outside the physical body. So, the pineal gland was seen as a gateway between the physical and the spiritual worlds. The ancients also believed that the pineal gland was responsible for enlightenment. This belief is based on the fact that this gland is associated with the production of serotonin, as I mentioned earlier, a neurotransmitter that plays a role in mood and cognition. Serotonin is known to be involved in states of heightened awareness and consciousness. Hopefully, you're beginning to see the link here, right? Psychic development is so very connected to this heightened awareness space. So, it's believed that the activation of this pineal gland can then lead to enlightenment. So, what is pineal gland calcification? Our pineal gland is typically very self-sufficient. It's an organ that needs very little extra care to stay healthy. But if not cared for, something called pineal gland calcification can happen, which is, in essence, a hardening of the organ. We don't want that to happen. If the pineal gland hardens, then its function, as you would expect, is compromised. This can then cause many, many problems for your entire body, making it all the more important for you to understand how you can heal the pineal gland from any kind of calcification. If it calcifies, for sure it's going to affect your psychic ability. With a healthy pineal gland, you're going to notice increased intuition, greater clarity in your visions. Some of you are clairvoyant as your strongest gift, so you see visions and mental image pictures. This will support you in greater clarity in those visions, improved communication with your spirit guides, a deeper connection in general overall to the spiritual realm. So some good reasons to take care of this very important gland. Now then, ways to activate your pineal gland and open that third eye. Let's talk about all of these. So as we know, the pineal gland is the gateway to our psychic abilities and that higher consciousness. So by learning how to activate it, you're going to tap into these abilities much more effectively. All right, so one first way to activate the pineal gland is through, as you might expect, meditation. It sounds so trite, but it's true. Meditation helps to still the mind and allows us to focus on a single point of attention, quieting our mind, allowing for the higher information to come in. This meditation and quieting of the mind, if you've been following the intuitive hour, you know this is done by focusing on your breath, perhaps using a mantra, or focusing on a certain color or light. As we meditate, we begin to quiet the chatter of the ego mind, and we can then access higher levels of consciousness or psychic abilities reside. Meditating will help your pineal gland right along. Another way to activate the pineal gland and ensure that it stays healthy, give it the best care that you can, is actually through your nutrition and diet. Indeed, there are certain foods that are known to be effective in activating the pineal gland and opening that third eye. These include raw cacao, goji berries, and blueberries. This is not an exhaustive list, by the way, but just 3 things that I recommend. Adding these foods to your diet can help to stimulate the pineal gland and open that third eye. Also, expanding on nutrition and diet, there are actually supplements that are effective in activating the pineal gland. You want to be sure that you're monitoring levels of magnesium, calcium, and iodine for the most optimal pineal gland health. Taking these supplements can indeed help to promote this gland's function and again open that third eye. Be mindful also, everyone, of exposure to sunlight. In this case, it's a good thing. Of course, we want to be reasonable about the sunlight. The sun is a very powerful source of energy, and it can help to stimulate this gland. So spend a few minutes in the sun, closing your eyes, basking in the warmth of it. Doing this each day for a few minutes is just fine. And using a full spectrum light bulb to get your daily dose of sunlight will also work. Next, it is ever so important to avoid fluoride. Fluoride is found in many common household products such as toothpaste and even drinking water. It has been shown to calcify the pineal gland and prevent it from functioning properly, so be mindful of any fluoride intake. You can reduce your exposure to fluoride by using a water filter and avoiding processed foods. Moving on here, as we know, our thoughts matter. So, be mindful of what you're thinking and the thoughts you're holding. You want to get rid of the negative thoughts or emotions. This is because stress, anger, and fear, all which are negative types of emotions or create that emotion in your body, can impact the pineal gland. This is why meditation, yoga, and other relaxation techniques are so powerful. They help you let go of the negative emotions. And they have the added effect of allowing the pineal gland to function well and healthy. Okay, electromagnetic fields. We call these EMFs for short as an acronym. You want to be mindful of removing EMFs from your environment as much as possible. These are in fact all around us. Sometimes we're not realizing it. They emanate from our electrical devices, from power lines, and even the earth itself. EMFs can interfere with the pineal gland's production of melatonin and also cause it to calcify. So to reduce your exposure to EMFs, you can actually use a device called a gas meter, GAUSS. This measures the EMF levels in your environment and can help you take steps to reduce that. You can also try using an EMF protection device, such as a shielding device or a pendant. If that speaks to you, I encourage you to partake in that. few more tips here on the pineal gland's health and wellness. I highly encourage practicing some kind of energy healing. There are lots of different types of energy healing. There's Reiki, there's healing touch, there's Qigong. There's many different modalities of energy healing. These can actually help to promote relaxation, reduce the stress, and improve overall health, which in turn activates the pineal gland. And last, but certainly not least, you can use crystals and gemstones to activate the pineal gland. Certain stones, such as the amethyst and quartz, have been used for centuries to promote psychic abilities. You'll want to place these stones right on your third eye. That's located on your forehead above your brows. Do this during meditation, or wear them as jewelry to keep their energy close to you throughout your day. By following all these tips, everyone, you can purify and activate your pineal gland so that you can experience the true benefits of spiritual awakening and those higher states of consciousness. These are a few ideas and suggestions to get you started on your journey to purifying and activating your pineal gland. Remember, though, it's a process and it does take time, so be patient and trust that you're on the right path. These very simple tips, over time, will help you to begin to use the pineal gland for psychic guidance. Remember, the best way to receive guidance is to relax and allow. Be open to whatever comes. Trust that your higher self knows what is best for you and follow its guidance. As we come to a close today, activating this pineal gland, everyone, and opening your third eye can be a very powerful experience, one that I hope you'll embark upon. It can help you access your psychic abilities and connect with your higher consciousness. By using these techniques, you will explore the deeper hidden depths of your mind and discover new levels of awareness.
Thanks for listening to the Intuitive Hour. If you like what you heard, we invite you to subscribe, rate, and review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.